How clever is this heist? Let's find out. Hello Fanatics, I'm Dylan Phillips, and this is the Film Fanatic Review bringing you Ocean's 8, starring Sandra Bullock, Cate Blanchett, and Anne Hathaway. First, we'll tell you what the movie is about, and our initial thoughts. Then we'll move on to our spoiler-free likes and dislikes. We'll finish up with some spoiler-heavy thoughts on this film, and our final word. Ocean's 8 follows the story of Debbie Ocean, a recently released felon who puts together an all-female crew to pull off an impossible heist at New York's annual Met Gala. Overall, I enjoyed this film. It both builds on the world of its predecessors while also having a strong backbone of its own, making it the perfect sequel/spin-off. For what I liked about this film, let's start off with the best part, the performances. This film is filled with a lot of memorable characters, thanks to some stellar performances by its cast. Sandra Bullock, Helena Bonham Carter, and Mindy Kaling all deliver performances on par with their past work, and Anne Hathaway delivers a hilarious and layered fictitious version of herself. The most surprising of the crew is Rihanna, who fits into her hacker pothead persona with ease. However, the standout of the bunch is Blanchett, who shows her ability to immerse herself into any role and steal every scene she's in, as the smart-mouthed and charming Lou. Director Gary Ross is able to emulate the iconic style of the Ocean's franchise by his choice of shot selection and transition, keeping the tone and atmosphere of this universe. The universe is strengthened further by the film's score, with some returning melodies from the original franchise and an added few to this one. And finally, the story, which is a solid addition to the heist genre. This film obviously uses the formula that made Ocean's 11 so successful, and to some it might be a little too unoriginal, but this is how Ocean's movies need to be in order to imbue the same style, tone, and narrative structure. It is the perfect spin-off sequel, as it doesn't overuse the references within the same universe, allowing this story and its characters to stand on their own in what should deservingly be a trilogy. And I enjoyed the art museum heist that was the focus of this story. The original trilogy was more focused on casino heists, so this one gave me a feel of Oceans meets National Treasure or Indiana Jones. However, the story finds itself the victim of uneven pacing, as a lot of scenes seem thrown together and characters are thrown into situations that they don't seem qualified for. The story also finds itself pretty void of humor for the first two acts of this story, which is surprising in this universe where we expect a lot of fun-filled banter between its characters. And that's where I'll end our spoiler-free thoughts on this film. If you want to hear our final word or rating of this film, pause now and click the link in the description, because now it's time for spoilers. A lot of critics have been complaining that this Ocean's film brings nothing new to the table and acts as an excuse to reboot a franchise with an all-female cast. While the majority of the characters are women in this film, that doesn't play a huge role into the actual story, as they come across as great memorable characters regardless of their gender. The story may follow a lot of the same beats of other films in this franchise, but that's because it's setting up Debbie Ocean's story, showing her start off in the same situation as her brother. I doubt she'll go through the same arc as him, as this is only the beginning of her story, so give it the benefit of the doubt and enjoy the fun lightheartedness of these heist films. And the best scenes to me were the dog computer hack, Ruben's cameo, Yen's appearance, any scene involving Rihanna or Hathaway, any scene involving banter between Blanchett and Bullock, and the big reveal. So, with the thoughts heard, here's our final word. Ocean's 8 is a clever crime comedy that replaces its setting and characters, but relies on a similar story with a similar result. While it lacks a bit in comedy and the pacing can be uneven, the memorable characters, fantastic performances, and iconic Ocean style make this heist a welcomed addition to this franchise. This film was entertaining and brings life to a severely underappreciated genre, so I'm gonna give Ocean's 8 an 8. Thanks everyone for watching our review. Are you planning on seeing Ocean's 8? Or if you've already seen it, do you have something to add? What did you think of the story? Let us know in the comments below. I'm Dylan Phillips, and this has been the Film Fanatic Review. If you liked this video and you want to see more, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Check out our latest Fanatic 5 video where we discuss the top Josh Brolin roles. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. And until next time, Fanatics, keep it real.